Good evening. Back in the car again, and this time driving at night. So just to add on to the previous videos that I've done on highway driving and driving tips, so this is something to do with night driving. Another very important factor, and all of us do drive sometime or the other at night. So, is it easy? As easy as day driving, as similar to day driving? Not at all. Yeah, the driving is the same, but it's got a few things that we need to take care of and be wary of. First of all, please don't drive if you've got alcohol in you. Don't drive ever if you've got alcohol in you, especially at night. And the other thing is that, remember, when you're driving at night, you are only able to do that if you've got proper illumination and lighting. Now, we can't trust street lights to be there everywhere, and we only depend on headlights. So first and foremost, just ensure that your headlights are good. I see a lot of people driving old cars where the luminous of the headlight bulbs are kind of very, very weak and poor. Now, remember one thing, if the lighting is poor, you're adding strain and stress to yourself, let alone your eyes, but your concentration also becomes even more acute. So, the brighter the light, the easier it is to drive. Now, when I say bright lights, I don't mean, ensuring that your car has got floodlights all over itself, like you have sometimes you see Jeeps on the road which have got floodlights on the roof, floodlights in the front. I mean, I really don't understand. What the hell are you trying to do? I mean, it's not a movie set. You're driving on the road, and the intention is to light up the path in front of you, not turn the other person opposite you blind. Because that's exactly what happens when you have these very powerful LED lights or halogen lamps. I mean, full blast, full beam, right into your face. Now, I know what I've experienced when I've had headlights hitting my eyes. I literally get a black spot in front of me. I can't see for a few seconds after that. That's really very dangerous, and please, don't do that. There's something called, again, driving courtesy, where you dip your lights, especially if there's an oncoming traffic. Drive on low beam. Yes, you're in a dark area, there's not enough of light. By all means, put on the high beam. You must be safe and you must know where you're going and what's happening in front of you. But not in a crowded place, not when you're on city roads where anyway there's enough of light and you don't need to have drive in on a high beam. That's as far as lights are concerned. The other thing is, very often we are not able to gauge and judge the distance from the car in front, as well as the distance of the car on your left side or your right side, depending where you're driving. So you've got to calculate the distance, and like I said earlier, it's always better to keep at least 8 to 9 feet distance from the car in front of you. A car or bike or whatever is in front of you, keep that distance. More so at night. And because you're driving at night and it's just a barrage of lights on you, it's very difficult to gauge how far the car in front of you, or which is coming against you, the distance. So if you're in a narrow road, to actually navigate that road becomes tough. And then again, to gauge the width of your own car at night, because you can't see, it becomes a blind spot, that becomes difficult again. So you got to keep that in mind as well. And please, especially at night, I know we all like music, we love listening to music, but tone it down a bit, because you need to concentrate. People will be honking all over the place. You need to be a little careful. I mean, take a look at this. Look at this. You got traffic jams, you got people honking, headlights, the works. So we need to be a little careful. We need to be a little conscious, because gauging the width, the length of your own vehicle is very, very important. It's as good as knowing your car. And the other thing, please don't honk. Honk only when necessary, because it disturbs people. And there are a lot of nervous drivers. So you got to be wary, because if you have a nervous driver in front of you or beside you, in all probabilities, he'll freak. And when he freaks or she freaks, he may or she may jam the brake, may topple on top of you. Not nice. So be a little reasonable, be patient, and only when necessary, honk. And finally, most importantly, just like when you do driving at any point in the day, ensure you got fuel, your tire pressures is correct, and your brakes are working well. Very, very important, please wear your seat belt. Make no mistake about it. That's the one thing that's going to keep you alive, let alone safe. So drive safely, drive carefully, and enjoy your night drive.